Hello, and what I would like to talk to you today is just spend a few minutes here on different methods of cutting baseboards to get a nice finished product in the end. Now, a very popular method today is what you call coping baseboards. If you're not familiar with it, then this has been a very successful way of doing baseboards and is widely used today. And Here's what it's all about. Say in the corners, as you know, your drywall is never at a perfect 90 degrees. So it is very hard to just 45 and 45 your baseboards and expect them to fit. 99% of the time they won't. They'll either be opened up or closed up on your something like that. It just doesn't work out. When you're coping, what you do is just take a plain ordinary baseboard and you run it into the corner. Just a square cut on the end, and that's the way you go. Okay, now on the intersecting piece, you take and you 45 that. I'll try to get as close as I can in the camera here. 45 that on your miter saw. And then what you do, this here little line here across the face of that is what you cope. And you do that with a little coping saw. And all you do is just follow that line, and I like to give it a little bit of negative cut backwards in there so you get a nice tight fit when you're finished. Now what I've done here, I've coped one a little ahead of time here, so we'll just go ahead. And as you can see, the finished product in this here looks like that there. You have the profile of the casing itself. That doesn't change at all, but with coping, this here gives you the outline of that casing face, which it'll fit very nicely into the other one. And that's what it is. You have your square cut one here, then you face that one into there, and there you are. You have a perfect fit here right in that corner. Very, very easy to do, and gives you a nice finish in the end. Another method that I like to use is giving you a little bit more decorative appeal to it, but also makes a very nice job in the corners too, and that's by using little corner blocks in there. And these here you can make up. You just cut them 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, and then the height of your baseboard. And what you do with a square corner again on here, you put that into the corner. You put your little square block into the corner, butt that up against it, and then your other board comes in with a square corner and intersects into that. Gives you a very nice corner finish on that. Now also, you're maybe aware that you can get some fancy little corner blocks and that for an outside corner to match your rounded corner in your drywall and that. This works very well too, and basically what it is, on an outside corner you would have your baseboards intersecting like this, and then you'd have your little rounded piece that would go into that corner, which is just glued in or siliconed in or whatever to do that. But that finishes that off very nicely too. Now another thing too I'd like to just show you too is, say in the event that you've got an extra long wall and you don't have a baseboard long enough to do it. So what you have to do, you have to be able to splice that together somehow and conceal it the best you know how. So what I suggest you do is take and 45 your baseboard here. Let's see, I'll get down here a little bit so you can see it. And then what you do is turn around and you do the other baseboard in the same direction. Now when you put them together, you just let one overlap the other, glue them good in there, and there you are. You'll have a perfect joint that is very hard to see when it's all finished.